Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be using a slightly different mic here, but hopefully there's not too much of a difference in terms of quality. I'm just going to go into the build, no preamble, nothing today, so let's just get into it. This is a build for Urgot. This is for Urgot top. You can also play Urgot jungle if you want, Urgot mid, Urgot bot, Urgot support, but this is aimed towards top. First item you want to go is going to be Titanic Hydra. Reasoning is very simple. You're able to instantly proc the passive of, the active of Titanic. Not to mention generally that Titanic is just very good on your champion because you are able to get off a lot of auto attacks in quick succession, even though these auto attacks are reduced in the amount of damage which they do, because that's just how your W works. You are still able to get the most beneficial thing out of this item, which is the wave clear. So since this build is going to be very HP focused, you want to be going Titanic over the other Hydra items. You could make an argument for going Stride Breaker, however, you really don't want or need attack speed whatsoever, so yeah, I would say Titanic is the go-to. After that, you want to go Heartsteal. Heartsteal is fairly obvious, this build is going to be very HP focused, so going Heartsteal means that you're able to stack up a lot of HP, and Urgot is one of the best Heartsteal users in the game because he is ranged, and his range does not mean, how can I say this? He's never going to step out of the Heartsteal range and then have to step back and wait for it to reproc, because he's always going to be in that almost melee range, right? Because he's a very low range but ranged champion. So after Heartsteal, you want to go the Bloodmail item, Blood Song, whatever. I think it's called Bloodmail, something like that. This item is good, obviously, because you're going to be building a lot of HP. You get the dual scaling with the, or I guess it would be tri-scaling, because your Heartsteal is going to be doing more damage because you have more HP. Because you have more HP, the Titanic is going to be doing more damage, and then because you have more HP, the Bloodmail is going to also be doing more damage. So all of these three synergize very nicely together, and it means that you have a lot of HP, you're very tanky, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. I believe you get upwards of 400 AD with this build, depending on how much Heartsteal stacks you get. After this, you want to go Hullbreaker. Hullbreaker is very standard on Urgot now because Urgot is able to get off those 5 autos extremely quickly. It had been nerfed on Urgot previously, however you are obviously still able to get the benefits of Hullbreaker. So Hullbreaker is very good. You're going to be split pushing a lot on Urgot. This is a very split push focused build for Urgot, so there we are. Next item you want to go here is Warmogs. Why is Warmogs good? Because Warmogs give an insane amount of HP now. Warmogs is, I think, one of the best items in the game. The only downside which it has is it has too big a HP threshold in order to get the healing benefits, but especially if you're a non-jungle champion, it's very nice to go in combat, do what you have to do, step out of combat, heal back up, and then go on and do what you have to do. It's very nice not to have to base on these champions, right? After this, very simple, you want to go, well, you go this like early on in the build, Boots of Swiftness, sorry. The reason why you go this is because the Boots of Swiftness negate your W slow, which means you're able to maneuver more easily around the map. You're able to maneuver more easily around fights. Generally speaking, these big juggernaut sort of champions really like these move speed items. And yeah, there we go. In terms of runes, I would suggest going Press the Attack because you can just proc it so quickly, and plus it was somewhat buffed. In terms of summoner spells, I would suggest going Flash, and then you can go DP. You can also go Ghost. I think that Ghost is maybe not as good, but it depends what elo you're at, right? You can also go Ignite, but I feel like Urgot is not really a very good Ignite user. You can even, if you want, go and Exhaust, go any of these items, you know, any of these summon spells, sorry.